Nothing a lot of powerful for whole awareness, right currently than a complete organic video marketing strategy. There's several places to implement that sort of strategy, but it makes sense to start with the large. YouTube. With over 1 billion users, YouTube's user base encompasses nearly 1/3 of all internet users. YouTube gets over 30 million visitors per day. And on average, those users watch 25 billion hours of video every month. YouTube's twin standing as a social media platform on one hand, and one amongst the globe's largest search engines on the other, makes it maybe the foremost formidable weapon in a content marketer's arsenal. The ways in which YouTube can be employed in a promoting strategy are plenty. Initial, there is the blog or video blog model. During this model, a person or business would merely post video content to YouTube on a daily basis, in the same way that one would possibly post to their blog. Regularly, these video posts would sometimes be organic and non-salesy in nature, and might include any form of video content, as well as interviews, product reviews, the weight of videos, and therefore on. Like any different type of content promoting, an organic video marketing strategy would want to incorporate or arrange for consistent content creation. Now let's speak concerning the others. Although there are more video sharing sites out there, there are none that come close to YouTube in scale. The two that come back closest, however, would be Vimeo and Dailymotion. Dailymotion is the most similar to YouTube, which its user base is largely standard individuals sharing and consuming video content, though Dailymotion's user base is solely a fraction the size of YouTube's. It's usually praised for having higher quality content. Vimeo, on the opposite hand, incorporates a totally different user base than YouTube or Daily. Although a sure proportion of Vimeo's user base are ordinary individuals sharing and consuming attention-grabbing or entertaining video content, a large portion of their user base is created from video enthusiasts. Vimeo has carved out a distinct segment, as being the house of exclusive top-quality video professionals and enthusiasts, artists, videographers, both by trade and by hobby, and amateur film producers tend to flock towards Vimeo due to its smaller, tight-knit, exclusive, and its stress on top-quality video content, and particularly video as an art. From a content marketing perspective, Dailymotion and Vimeo definitely can serve the identical purpose as YouTube to a certain extent, but each site's place bigger restrictions on things like video size and length, which, combined with the fact that the potential audience is much smaller, typically drives most organic video marketers to simply opt for YouTube instead. Moving on, the one place that has recently seen a sudden rise in organic video promoting is Facebook. Facebook has been expanding its video sharing engine and encouraging the employment thereof increasingly in the last year or so. These days, Facebook users will upload and post videos to their timelines, pages, and groups with Facebook. Videos are displayed cleverly in a very approach that produces the motto "play with no audio," whereas the user scrolls past them, which catches the eye and ends up in a lot of viewers stopping to view the video. This has led to Facebook video posts having terribly high levels of engagement. In addition to easily uploading videos, Facebook has recently introduced live video broadcasting. Users are currently ready to broadcast themselves live at the press of a button, which, like any alternative post, results in their contacts being notified of their live broadcast, and the subsequent sudden look of a sizable live audience. With all these recent developments, Facebook has currently become an effective and asked for venue for organic video selling. Therefore, organic video selling has clearly returned in a protracted manner, and it's a crucial part of any online strategy. But equal progress has conjointly been made within the realm of paid video advertisements, and that's what we have a tendency to do. The foundation of a good whole presence and content strategy is definitely organic video content marketing. However, when it involves acquiring leads or customers or encouraging specific actions or beginning your organic content, video ads can be an indispensable tool. We'll discuss some totally different varieties below. First up, YouTube ads. When they first came on the scene a few years ago, were a terribly exciting development. Nowadays, their charm still isn't worn. From a marketer's perspective, YouTube ads are a dream come back true. With YouTube video ads, you can make your video play in front of simply regarding anyone. At the very beginning of the YouTube video, they are making an attempt to watch all you wish as your own video to use as a video ad. Any video hosted on YouTube can do. As if that wasn't cool enough, you only pay the already low prices per read. If someone watches beyond the 30-second mark of your ad, this means if an individual clicks the skip ad button, and the majority of folks will, anytime previous to 30 seconds, you pay nothing. This means that you are primarily spreading complete awareness free within the case of the skippers and paying an arguably low amount of cash. In the case of the people who view more of your ad, there are numerous ways to target audiences together with your YouTube video. Some of the more common ones embrace keyword searches, interests, and basic demographics, like age, gender, location. And so, however, the real magic in YouTube advertising is the ability to focus on specific videos or channels to position your ads in front of. This suggests you have got the ability to position your ads in front of relevant or perhaps competing product videos. Finally, because YouTube ads are part of AdWord, you've got the flexibility to utilize Google tracking and remarketing audiences. In different words, you'll do things like place an advert for your product in front of the one that has just been to one of your sales pages, but chose not to purchase your product. Now let's speak about Google's Show Network. Additionally to video ads showing on YouTube itself, Google AdWord conjointly allows you to show your video ads the web via its display network. This implies that if you want your video ads may be showing within the sidebar of forms, the targeting principles for these ads are additional, or less the identical. You can target primarily based on keyword searches, age, gender, location, and various different criteria. Furthermore, by utilizing retargeting pixels, you'll be able to use these Show Network video ads to follow your site visitors around the internet, along with your videos. Next up, let's speak regarding Facebook video ads. Have become increasingly popular recently, all the same old things concerning Facebook ads in general, that create them so attractive apply to Facebook video ads as well. The ability to focus on Facebook users based on interests, also several other terribly useful Facebook demographics and targeting choices, build Facebook video ads, an incredibly powerful tool. However, beyond targeting Facebook, video ads are even additional spectacular because of the style in which they're displayed. Facebook video ads like Facebook organic content autoplay as they appear on individuals' screen. This makes your ads all the additional noticeable and leads to very high engagement rates for Facebook video ads. Finally, let's talk about jump-starting your organic content. Putting a bit of video content on YouTube or Facebook for organic functions is great, however you do not want to take a seat and watch for views to slowly trickle in. You'll be able to instead offer your organic content a quick initial boost by using those organic videos as ads. In the case of YouTube, this simply means starting a brand new YouTube video ad in AdWords and choosing your organic content video because the ad video target an audience relevant to that video as you ordinarily would in Fireplace up the ad. This will be an efficient method of boosting the number of initial views and engagements in a very terribly short amount of your time. Within the case of Facebook, once your video post has been created, you merely need to decide on the boost post option as you'd with any alternative post here. You are simply setting a little budget around perhaps $5 to $20. Choosing a target market and boosting the post, which merely means creating it into an ad temporarily. So at this point we've lined each the organic and also the paid ad face of video marketing. Next, we tend to talk regarding how to truly produce all these videos. Once you've got set what your video selling strategy will seem like, you will need to begin manufacturing your videos. There are several different designs and formats of videos requiring varying levels of experience, software, and equipment. We tend to discuss a few of them below. Initial up talking head format involves sitting or standing in front of a camera to deliver your message. This is clearly the style most individuals are doubtless to keep away from, but it can be an extremely powerful manner to deliver a message and create whole trust and familiarity. Any HD camera or perhaps a top quality webcam or smartphone camera can do. Ensure a glorious microphone is used. Ideally a lapel mic and build positive. Your lighting is perfect. Next up, there is a screen recording. This simply involves using any screen capture software to record your screen whereas you demonstrate or make a case for a method or review a product, or no matter what you're doing for your video, because the clarity of text is super vital for these videos. You may want to ensure you're recording an optimal resolution. Also, since the sole factor your audience will notice about you is your voice, you'll want to confirm you use high-quality audio equipment. Once that, there is the slide presentation. A slide presentation both video is exactly what it sounds. You are merely delivering a narrated presentation using your most popular slideshow software. When you're done, you may merely export it as a video file, or alternatively, you'll use a screen recording software and record yourself giving the presentation as with the screen recording style. Your audience can solely have your voice to evaluate you by. so guarantee your audio quality is as high as attainable. There's the explainer video. Explainer videos have grown in popularity in recent years. These are fun, straightforward to follow, and usually quick-pasted animated videos explaining a product method or concept. These will be placed along relatively simply with any explainer video software like PTO or GoAnimate. Finally, there is advanced videos. If you have got the tools and skills necessary, you might produce a complicated high production value. These are sturdy, skilled quality videos which will mix narration, talking head or interview format videos with top quality stock footage and a catchy soundtrack. These require a very little bit of editing ability and are typically outsourced to a professional. Now let's speak concerning tools for talking head videos. Any HD camera can do, as well as your smartphone or perhaps a top quality webcam, and you'll need to either memorize your script or use a teleprompter of some sort, such as the teleprompter apps, which will be found for tablets on your app store, and cheap set of studio lights. Wouldn't be an unhealthy investment either. Don't trouble with green screen, or even widescreen backdrops. These are overrated and terribly few people ever get them right, when wasting a large amount of cash and time. Trying to get them set up your workplace or living room are perfectly fine. Backdrop. If you completely must use a backdrop, go for the simpler white screen. Please don't waste some time making an attempt to key in cool backgrounds on a green screen. For video and audio editing and post-production, you will need smart software suites, like Adobe Premiere for video and Adobe Audition for audio. For screen recordings, a free screen capture software, like Jing, would possibly be sufficient. However, paid tools like Camtasia, Snagit and Screencast-O-Matic tend to own higher video quality for slide presentations. Use any presentation software like PowerPoint, and simply import your narration file or narrate in real time. While recording the presentation, explain your videos will be made very easily by online tools like P and GoAnimate. If you choose to use a narration, simply upload your audio file and guarantee your animation syncs to the narration while making. Finally, for advanced videos, like those discussed, higher than you may wish access to stock footage sites like VideoHive or VideoBlocks. And you may seemingly be spending a lot of time editing in Adobe Premiere. The foremost important takeaway from this guide is that video promoting, although it might appear overwhelming some, is actually within the grasp of everyone. Not only is it very doable, however, it's arguably a critical half of business these days. If you're wanting to keep up along with your competition and grow your whole online, but none of what you learned in this guide will count for anything if you don't take action and begin applying it today. So build a resolution to implement the battles set up below immediately. Step: develop a video content setup based on the knowledge you've learned in this guide, as well as selecting which venues or platforms you may be focusing on. Step 2: acquire the mandatory tools and start producing your videos in whichever manner or style you are feeling comfy with. Step 3: utilize paid video advertising to realize leads, sales, or merely to jumpstart engagement together with your organic video content. Step 4: continue developing content on a regular basis and stay consistent along with your video promoting. Yeah.